Greetings, everyone. Welcome to STEMGo, the show that brings you productivity know-how from some great people that have great productivity going on in their business. Today's special guest is Belinda Irvine. Hello, Belinda. Welcome to the show.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Yeah, really good, thanks. I'm going to try not to cough, though. That's my mission.
Yes, Belinda's got a bit of a thing going on at the moment where she's got this dry cough. So hopefully the show will be okay. We have 15 minutes of great productivity know-how. So yeah, Belinda, you're over in Fiji. So tell us a little bit about yourself, about what you do. And tell us a little bit about that.
So I had needed to find work that fitted into our life, and our life is reasonably mobile. We've lived in 4 countries in 10 years. So it took a while to find the thing, and the thing that I also wanted to do myself. So I run a marketing agency it is tiny, but it still is. So, sure. And I personally specialise in SEO. So I do that work, but I don't think you can be an expert at everything, particularly with digital and the way that it's gone over the last 5 years. So I now contract out social media management, website development. I've got a graphic designer, all of those tasks, because invariably what happens is that, you have people who come for SEO and they're like, oh, can you do this as well? And can you do that as well? And I have some clients I do everything for, and some clients I only do one thing for, but it's configured according to the client's needs. So.
Sure. So one part of what you like to do or do is you travel for a good few months of the year, right? And the great position you're in is you're digital, you're online. So your business runs no matter where you are potentially in the world. It's one of those businesses where you can take anywhere, isn't it?
It certainly is. It certainly is. And look, I try not to, I'm a little bit different to most businesses in that ideally I think most people would go for, however many is appropriate retainer clients and be happy if they booked them in and, sign them up for 12 months and Bob's your uncle. But I actually try not to do that because I'm very aware that every second month I'm probably going to be away for a week or possibly more. So I actually keep my retainer clients at a manageable level and then fill it up with other ad hoc work in the meantime when I am home. So when I travel, I work, but I generally don't do what I call the thinking work, in that I don't do the SEO while I'm away, but I'll do business development, I'll do accounts, so all the admin and all of that time-consuming stuff that happens, and business never stops. I also do the PM work. So what I worked out in amongst, a whole pile of thinking was that SEO was my thing, but also that the project management was my thing. And that's how the agency came about. So I'll coordinate things while I'm away. And then my contractors and my clients just know that I probably won't be replying to emails within minutes. It might take, 3 hours, 5 at max for me to get back. And, as long as you've got a mobile phone and a laptop, and we do have genuine holidays, but most of my travel is to Australia, being Aussie. So yeah, just manage it the best we can. And I usually, my husband does shift work, so that when we're together and away, and if he's still working, then I get generally about 2 hours in the morning before he wakes up. So I'm that one that's propped up in bed, with a yogurt and some cereal, checking in for the day.
Sure, absolutely. It's kind of allows you to be quite a lot more flexible with the business that you do, and so you, in terms of being PM and being able to contract other people working with you and for you, you use technology, don't you, to enable you to, no matter how remote you are, because you're in Fiji, which is pretty remote for most people. Most of the time, and even Australia is pretty remote compared to the rest of the world.
Not for Aussies, it's not.
Not for Aussies. For Aussies, of course, no. So how do you? What technology do you use? How do you use technology to enable you to be able to still connect with your clients, with your team members, etc., etc.? What do you do?
My top 2 programs, without a doubt, are project management software. Now, there's a variety of them out there. I needed one and wanted one that was, and it's changed a little bit now, but I wanted one that had a time sheet on it and a timer, that was task orientated, but that at the beginning that also did invoicing, because I was very small and I didn't have a lot of capital, and I needed it to be very, very economical. I didn't want to be paying for 3 different programs. So I did some research and found one that is probably a little bit lesser known. It can be a little bit clunky, but it absolutely is great value for money and has served me over the last couple of years. It's called Active Collab. And so I now it also has integrations with Xero. So I've moved to Xero and I've changed the invoice. I don't invoice in it anymore, but it has a timer and it has all the tasks, and I allocate tasks to my clients, to my contractors. Some of my clients are also in there, in the ones that participate and have tasks allocated to themselves. So I also manage that with them. And then the second program that is instrumental is Slack. I again, depending on the client, they might be in there, all my contractors are in there, and that's for the conversations. So yes, you could have them in Active Collab, but it sends emails and that's filling up your inbox, and you got to think to check it and blah blah blah.
Sure.
But Slack is awesome just to jump on and have those conversations, those casual conversations about particular projects. So it's the formal stuff for us goes in Active Collab, and then the casual stuff goes in Slack, and it just works.
Awesome. And are they paid for products or do you is it this kind of freemium model where you can kind of get in at the kind of the free to try it, or you kind of have to go in with the paid model?
Yeah, look, I think Active Collab, from memory, I'm actually on this. I've got 15, 20 users, I think, now. So I pay $55 a month for Active Collab. If you compare that to the likes of Harvest and things, it's extremely good value. I think the kind of the average around town is $10 to $12 per user per month. So when you add up 15, it's definitely not $55.
Sure.
So that, from that point of view, it's quite good. It has a smaller one. Look, don't quote me on the price, but probably about $20 for 5 users. And I think from memory, they have a 30-day free trial that you can try stuff to begin with, but I don't believe they have a free product on an ongoing basis.
Okay.
And Slack does it a bit differently in that I think from memory they allow 1,000 or 10,000 conversations to happen, and then they start deleting them. And if you want to keep more than 10,000, so they do have a free model, and I've never paid a cent for Slack, and it's definitely serving its purpose. I don't know that I'll need to go to a paid version of Slack. Once Slack, we get.
Yeah. Is Slack can you have kind of like multiple conversations with different people at the same time? Is it a group type environment where you can talk to many people at once? Yeah.
Yeah, so it is a communication tool that look, I think you could configure it all different ways. I have been told that different people don't put all of their clients in one version of Slack. I don't know how they do that, because that would just drive me crazy. But I have everybody all in the one, but then configure it very, very carefully about who gets to see what. So I've done it by client and by topic. So some of my clients might have 10 different channels, and they might have, an ebook channel and a marketing channel and a social media channel and a website channel and all those different topics. So if you want to talk about, and that's the difference between people go, oh, why don't you just use Skype? Well, Skype, you can't separate those conversations.
Sure.
So to have the conversations by client and by topic, it's far easier just to jump in and go, I'm going to have a look at the ABC, ebook, whatever, and you'll find the conversation or the information that you're chasing far faster.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, 2 bits of kit that I'm certainly not familiar with. So that's new to me, and I'm sure it's going to be new to some of our people watching. In terms of being able to get hold of you, Belinda, in terms of helping them with their SEO, digital marketing kind of general strategy, what's the best way for people to contact you?
Oh, I made it pretty easy, as long as you can remember my name. So my website is my name, which is belindairvine.com, and my surname is spelled Irvine.
Stunning. Awesome. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you today. I don't think, spoke to someone so remote on this show yet. So this is a first.
There you go. And the internet held up.
And we had a great connection, and we had no coughing. Stunning. It all worked fabulously, perfectly well. So it's a pleasure meeting you, Belinda. Thanks for joining me today, and I hope you have an awesome day. Well done.
Thanks for having me.
Bye for now. Great stuff. So to our audience, thanks for joining us today. Belinda's a great guest. She is someone definitely you should be speaking to if you do travel a lot and you need some help in terms of whether it's consultancy in terms of being remote and using these kinds of tools. She may be able to offer consultancy on that, or otherwise, if you are somebody who needs some SEO work on your website, or you just want some advice on some digital marketing strategy for your business, you know how to get hold of her. So this has been STEMGo, saving time, energy, and money in your business, the productive show that brings you some great tools, tips, and technology for your business. If you want more information, come across the STEMGo Facebook page on Facebook. And come and join us. Love to have you there. All the best for now. Have a productive and very happy day. All the best. Bye-bye.